Man, how do you think the Palins are holding up today, Michael? You think
Um,
Sarah Palin and Todd have filed for that divorce yet?
uh, I think that would take more effort than they're
Then,
willing to expend.
well, you know how she's a quitter. She enjoys quitting.
Yeah, but it's one thing to quit, but divorces take paperwork. They
That's
take
true.
stuff that they're not interested in doing.
Maybe she could hire some of the old McCain staffers to file that paperwork for her.
That's something to think about.
Yeah. For those of you who might not know what we're talking about, the sanctity of Sarah Palin and Todd Palin's marriage, and the sanctity of all the Palin children's upcoming marriages, future marriages. Is Bristol Palin married?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, the sanctity of her relationship, her and her out of wedlock child.
Right.
That's all. Because the Federal Appeals Court for the Ninth Circuit, which has jurisdiction over Alaska and 8 other western states, ruled last week that same-sex marriage bans violate the constitutional rights of gay couples. However, just yesterday, District Judge Timothy Burgess sped up the process of legalizing the marriages in Alaska, which could have otherwise have taken many weeks. So, as of yesterday, same-sex marriages are legal in the state of Alaska. Alaska has marriage equality. The ruling, which followed a hearing that was on Friday, included an immediate injunction barring Alaska officials from enforcing the state's current law against same-sex marriages adopted in 1998. According to the LA Times, Alaska Governor Sean Parnell's office said that the state would appeal. But that's not going to really do anything, because the Ninth Circuit Court has already ruled on the issue in cases from Nevada and Idaho. With the Ninth Circuit's ruling, 35 states have now either legalized same-sex marriage legislatively or are under the jurisdiction of federal courts that have ruled bans on the unions unconstitutional. 35 states. This is unbelievable. Just 2 presidential elections ago, we were looking at California losing marriage equality. This is good news. Oh, and for conservatives, right-wingers, Republicans, religious fundamentalists who are listening to this right now, the judge, that activist judge, appointed by President George W. Bush, he followed the path that several dozen federal judges have taken over the last few years, over the last year specifically, who have considered the same-sex marriage issue, ruling that marriage constitutes a fundamental right, that the government can restrict only for compelling reasons, and that the arguments in favor of a ban on same-sex unions do not hold up to scrutiny. The judge wrote, "The gay couples who brought the case do not ask the court to recognize an entirely new fundamental right to same-sex marriage. Rather, plaintiffs wish to participate in the existing liberty granted to other couples to make a deeply personal choice about a private family matter."
He who would to those of marriage,
That's Palin.
to those who do this, would do for our liberty this.
He continues, Miss Palin, that adherence to the tradition is not a valid basis for taking away an individual's constitutional right. There is no sensible reason to deny same-sex families the same advantages and benefits already given to opposite-sex couples. Well, I never said that there was a sensible reason, don't you know? When have I ever said anything sensible, Todd? How much does it suck to be one of those states who's behind Alaska in terms of letting equality be the law of the land in your state? I mean, really?